Why are Africans black? The science, the history, and the hidden truth of melanin. The question they never wanted you to ask. For centuries, the world looked at Africa and asked one question: why are they black? But what they didn't realize is that this question reveals more about them than it does about us. Because the answer isn't simple. It's a journey through science, evolution, history, and spiritual truth. So today, let's travel back thousands of years before colonization, before the slave ships, before the lies. Let's go back to the very beginning, when Africa wasn't just a continent. It was the birthplace of all humankind. Welcome to Afri Facts, where we don't just tell stories, we reclaim them. Part 1, the birthplace of all colors. Long before borders, nations, or languages, there was Africa. Warm, wild, and full of life. It was here in the heart of this land that the first humans opened their eyes to the African sun. That sun was no gentle companion. It was fierce, blazing over open plains and dry deserts. Every living thing had to adapt. Animals grew thick hides, plants evolved thorns or deep roots. And humans, they developed something extraordinary: melanin, a natural shield against the sun's relentless rays. Those who carried more melanin survived better. Their skin didn't burn as easily. Their bodies protected vital nutrients like folate, essential for fertility and healthy babies. Generation after generation, dark skin became the key to life under the African sky. So when you ask, why are Africans black? The truest answer is this: because Africa gave birth to humanity, and in her heat and light, she shaped us to endure. Part 2, melanin. Melanin. The word comes from the Greek melas, meaning black or dark, but it's far more than a pigment. It's a molecule of life. Every shade of brown or black is produced by melanocytes, tiny factories deep in our skin. They create melanin in two main forms: eumelanin, the deep brown-black pigment dominant in African skin; pheomelanin, the red-yellow pigment more common in lighter skin. The more eumelanin you have, the darker your skin, and the stronger your protection against ultraviolet rays. Melanin is like a living shield. It absorbs up to 99.9% of UV radiation, transforming it into harmless heat. Without it, the sun's rays can damage DNA, cause cancers, and destroy vital nutrients in the body. So black skin isn't just color. It's biology's armor, nature's design, Earth's own technology to keep human life thriving under the equatorial sun. Part 3. When humans walked out of Africa. Around 70,000 years ago, humans began migrating from Africa into colder lands, across the Middle East, into Asia, then Europe. As they moved, the climate changed. The sun grew weaker, the days shorter. In these places, too much melanin actually became a disadvantage. It blocked out too much sunlight, making it harder for the body to produce vitamin D, vital for bones and health. So over tens of thousands of years, humans in less sunny regions evolved lighter skin. Not because it was better, but because it was better suited there. It was nature's adaptation, not a hierarchy, which means all human colors, from the deepest ebony to the palest ivory, are simply nature's answer to different environments. And since the first humans were African, it's fair to say, the world was born black, and the rest of humanity carries Africa's shadow in its DNA. The power inside melanin. Science is still unlocking the mysteries of melanin. It's more than just protection. It's energy intelligence. Researchers have found that melanin can absorb light, sound, and even electromagnetic energy. It can convert sunlight into energy for the cells, like a natural solar panel. It's found not just in our skin, but in our eyes, hair, brain, and even the inner ear. That means melanin may play roles in perception, emotion, and even higher consciousness. Our ancestors may not have had microscopes, but they understood this truth intuitively. They saw dark skin as divine, the color of creation itself. Part 5. Spiritual and cultural truth of blackness. In ancient Egypt, the color black symbolized fertility and rebirth. They called their land Kemet, the Black Land, named after the rich, dark soil of the Nile. It was not a color of death, but of life renewed. Among the Yoruba of Nigeria, black was sacred, representing mystery and power, the realm of the ancestors. The Dogon of Mali told stories of the black seed of creation from which all light and life emerged. To them, darkness was not evil, it was the womb of the universe, the source from which all color came. That's why when Europeans came and called blackness a curse, they weren't just lying, they were reversing an ancient truth. Part 6. When blackness was deemed colonial paintings. When colonization began, Europe needed to justify slavery. So they twisted science and spirituality. They painted blackness as dirty, backward, and cursed. They claimed white skin was pure, divine, closer to God. This was the birth of scientific racism, a weapon used to dehumanize Africans. Blackness, once sacred, became a symbol of sin in their stories. But what they didn't know is this: the same melanin they mocked is the very element that protected the first humans, the molecule that made life on Earth possible. So who was truly closer to nature's wisdom? Part 7. Black is beautiful, the reclamation. Today, the world is slowly waking up. Science confirms what our ancestors always knew. Black skin is not a mark of shame. It's a badge of survival, of strength, of beauty. From the Himba women of Namibia with their ochre-covered skin, to the Sudanese Dinka, whose deep complexion shines like polished bronze, to the Ethiopians whose skin holds the memory of both sun and highlands. Every tone is a testimony of Africa's adaptation, endurance, and pride. Even beyond Africa, the African diaspora carries that power, from the Caribbean to Brazil, from America to Europe. No matter how far we've traveled, our melanin connects us like a spiritual fingerprint of home. Part 8. The final truth. So why are Africans black? Because when the Creator shaped life under the burning sun, He gave His first children the color of endurance, because the soil of Africa is dark, and from it came the first people, made in the image of the earth itself. Because blackness is not absence, it is the beginning, the color of the universe before light was born. Black is not just a color, it's a legacy. It's science, history, culture, and spirit, woven into the skin of a people born to shine beneath the sun. This is Afri Facts, and we tell the stories that the world tried to erase. If you're proud of your melanin, proud of the shade the Creator painted you in, type "I am proud" in the comments and let the world see your light. Because black isn't just beautiful, it's original.